Here, ready? Watch this. Look at how fun they're gonna make sacrificing this guy. Ready? Watch this. Do a flip. And you get a gem. Hey y'all, it's Kara. This is Goddess. Here's the deal with Goddess. I want to tell you the story of Goddess. I'm going to tell you how everything happened. It's actually a game that's good. Before I say anything else, it's a game that's fun. It's fun to play. Where did my guy go? Is he stuck up here? It's unfinished. I feel like I'm about to tell you Hamlet or something. So basically the whole point of the game is that you flatten out land and then on that land people can build plots. It's really not that complicated. I don't know, it's relaxing. It's just an idle game where you can just flatten out land and build a bunch of plots and whatever. And normally when you start this game up, there's developer commentary from 2014 or something, which is really bizarre given what I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, just go ahead and build a second house. That's basically what you do in this game. You build houses, you flatten out land, you try to repair buildings and stuff. That's pretty much the entire game. There's also treasure chests and stuff. I like to leave as much of the natural landscape as I can, just so that it doesn't ruin everything when I try to build on it. But not all of it, you know? I will take down this reef, because who cares? This is the game that was Peter Molyneux's. This was his baby of a game. This was his thing. Let me start from the beginning. There's this one game called Curiosity, What's Inside the Cube. You literally just sat down and just tapped away at your phone and you broke away these blocks. And there were millions of them. There were a bunch of layers and you just had to go deeper and deeper. And it was this community project. Everyone wanted to know what's inside the cube. And then what was inside the cube was this.
Welcome to the end of Curiosity. We started this experiment back in November of 2012. Now when we released it, the first real question was, what is inside the cube?
I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking the same f***ing thing. It looks like a cult video, right? It literally looks like a cult video.
We have reached the end.
We have reached the end.
How can anything be worth all that effort? Godus.
Oh my god.
The whole thing is about being a goddess.
All of this was PR for Goddess. Godus? Was I saying Godus before? Goddess. Yeah. So basically it was just PR. They promised him a special role as a designer or some sort of inspiration or something. Just read the title of this article. The God Who Peter Molyneux Forgot. For Curiosity winner Brian Henderson, the prize inside the cube has been anything but life-changing. This is in 2019. So years, literal years have gone by and nothing has happened. It was updated until 2016 or something, 2015, and then the team stopped. Supposedly, at some point, there's going to be an update. I don't believe that for a split second. I would love to be proven wrong. I don't believe that. Do you believe that? I don't believe that. Make enough room for another house, potentially. Maybe not. One of the problems with this game is that you do sort of have to shift around land a bunch. And sometimes subtle ways if you don't want to mess up the landscape. Give me one house, one plot right here. I didn't say it was perfect. Doesn't it sound like they're saying holy shit? Anyways, just ignore that I said that. One property. That's all I want. One property. Okay, there we go. The plots build weird and they overlap in sort of confusing and contradictory ways. Whatever. This is genuinely a fun game, but there is a lot of history to this game. A lot of sad history. Oh, after you get a certain population, you get to unlock a card. You find resources and chests, and then you can use them to unlock cards. Some of them you also just unlock after getting a certain population number. I think now that we've unlocked that, we can get some chests, which give us resources, and then you can use those to progress the game. Later on, you get other resources. You can see we have belief. You also eventually get wheat. You get ore, which you need to build more things. It's not a very complicated game, and it's not like it's supposed to be. This is a game that I played when it first came out. I played it in 2014 or whatever, when I was a kid. The thing is, it was in early access back then. It's still in early access. It hasn't left. Oh, look at these blue chests. You ready? This is weird. We unlock it. it's a story. They wrote like a novel. They also made like an original script for the game. I don't know. Clearly there's a lot of thought in this game. But spoiler alert, they stopped developing this game. Or at the very least, like there's 1 or 2 people still working on it, but like not really. It hasn't updated in years. I think it's been since 2018 or 2017. And then the last like significant update was like 2016, I think. 4 years is sort of a long time. Let me just get everyone in here. You see this building right up here? This is a ruin. It's called the Pit of Doom. You can sacrifice people. I know, it's sort of brutal. To be fair, I'm not the one who made the game. I'm not the person who did this. Get some chests, move some land. Sometimes you just don't have enough belief to move all the land. I mean, come the f*** on. Not that piece of land. Yeah, I mean, normally while you're playing this right now, there's developer commentary and stuff that you can just listen to. It's sort of interesting. It's like a capsule in time of when they were still working on this game, and this game had promise, and they were still doing stuff with this game. You know, let me just unlock this card, just so that we can go settle on grass. That's sort of important. I'll let people just go settle wherever they want. Again, when I play this game, I don't micromanage things. I try not to do the thing where you just like flatten everything out to the point where it's super fugly. There is one plot up here. Can you guys actually reach that? There's another plot up here. That one's actually pretty nice. Let me see if they can reach it. Sometimes they need some help reaching those. This is a breeder. Here's something I've never understood about these games. Why do people have to be designated breeders? Direct control of followers is next. Fill the bar to unlock this marvelous feature. You can hear Peter talking to you through the tooltips. Aren't these houses supposed to give you belief at some point? Oh, it just takes a while. Yeah, that's right. So that's part of what makes this game slow. You have to wait for belief and other resources to fill up. So you have to leave it like running in the background or just like leave it and come back later. It's not a big deal, you know. It slows down the game, but it's not like you're supposed to finish it right away. I feel like I'm getting hypnotized right now. It's not like it's hugely creative or inspired or anything. I'm aware. I know, I'll get the card. I'll pick that up at some point. But for what the game is, it's not bad, right? Like, it's genuinely not bad. Oh, look at that, a bunch of belief. Here, this is kind of satisfying. Ready? Listen. See, clearly it had a lot of like effort put into it. What was that note for? They made a game that they care about. Again, it's not like the most inspired experience ever made. Okay, here's another chest. You have to get all of the treasure chests, and it's important that you do so before people settle on it. Otherwise, you have to tear down people's houses. I know, you get powers at some point that let you like burn down people's houses. Oh, look at that one lonely person working on this. You can actually spend some gems to finish it early. All right, I was gonna say, that's what the Pit of Doom is for. So you can get gems to do other stuff. Here, ready? Watch this. Look at how fun they're gonna make sacrificing this guy. Do a flip. And you get a gem. Also, you get unhappiness. The happiness meter does matter at some point. There's a twist in this game. I'm not gonna spoil it. Actually, I will spoil it. You're not gonna play this game, right? Way over here, there's a group of people called the Astari. And if they're happier than your people will become refugees and flee. And you can eventually just lose all of your people. I think you can game over by that. I'm just gonna rush this as I can right now, just so that I can get more land to work with at some point. There's still a community of people who play this game. There's a subreddit. There's a subreddit where people still talk about this game and they still ask for tips and advice and stuff, like the game just came out. I don't know. I think the concept of the game itself is very strong. I think maybe the things that happened around it, a little bit questionable. But the game itself, I mean, come on, look at this. It is sort of nice looking. Oh, you see this chest all the way down here? You can't get it. You're not gonna get that until like halfway through the finished game. Yeah, it is weird because you look at everything that they managed to do. They managed to do all of this stuff, right? And then at some point they just sort of stop. I don't know. It's bizarre, it's jarring. It's like you're You've been playing the game every day for like an hour every day or something. And then it's like you get to a point where the game just ends and there's not much you can do. Now, I guess the thing is, like, they are a business. This game was in early access forever. I guess it just wasn't making that much money at some point, and so they had to work on something else. There is something about Peter, like, getting mad at the press and then promising to never talk to the press again. Do I have enough to get this chest? Oh, you see this one layer? You're not gonna get that until days later, probably. This is the Voyage of Discovery. This is where the game gets weird and like messed up. It's sort of stupid. Doing this allows you to speed up the game by getting stickers and stuff. You land and then you have to move the terrain as quickly as possible just to get people to move. You get bonus points by cutting everything down. I mean, it's dumb, right? Like, it's just dumb. I'll better cut down all the trees before the people get there so that you can get the maximum score. You have to like avoid monsters and stuff. You have to like path around objects. Sometimes the pathing of the little people, it's bad. And the fact that they decided to take that and make it like a main game element, weak. I guess you can do that if you're waiting for other stuff. I don't know. It's not even that fun. Like, it's okay. Gotta make these Play-Doh stairs look okay for these people to walk down. If they can make it through this little ravine, all right, they got it. Sometimes they get stuck in weird ways, and then they look at you like it's your fault. Let me just... Here, hurry up. How deep is this one? Look at how many layers. How many layers is this? How many layers was that? There's like 8 layers. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm trying to say what it is about this game, and I can't. That's the thing that's so frustrating about it. That's why this is a tragedy. That's why this is the modern Hamlet. It's a good frickin' game. It's just like they didn't finish the frickin' game. And it's so upsetting. Listen, I'm sure the guy who didn't get the thing from the video is real torn up about it. I know they promised him a thing. I know that sucks for him. For him, that sucks. I don't care. I want the game. Like, if that's really the thing that held them back from finishing the game, just ignore the dude. Let him move on. Tell him, hey, we're sorry, this thing isn't happening anymore. Just move on. Like, I know I would be torn up about it too if I was the guy who didn't get the thing. But I don't care. I really don't. I would rather have the game come out. I know that's a little bit selfish, but seriously, if that's like the thing that's holding you back, one person, if that's seriously the thing that's holding you back, isn't that an issue? Isn't that a problem? Ooh, check out these nice houses. Look at how big they are, you know? If you turn on this game, you'll still hear Peter Molyneux and his friend talking like they're still gonna finish the game, even though we know that they didn't. You can still hear them saying everything that they were planning to do with the game. And I guess they were making like those updates because people were unhappy while they were still developing the game. I guess it just wasn't meeting their expectations or whatever. Maybe that's the problem. It's a thing of expectations. If you get people's expectations too high, like they'll be able to do everything, they'll be able to be everything, when really it's just like a simple, fun, relaxing game that was never supposed to be any of that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing inherently wrong with just making like a fun, simple game. Peter, everything that he did for this game, I don't know, he probably just didn't know how to talk about it, which is why he probably stopped talking to the media. I think what we've learned here, if like one person is holding you back, you can't let one person hold you back forever, right? Like, you have to move forward at some point. Even if a group of people are gonna be upset, don't let one person hold you back. Don't even let groups of people hold you back. Just make the game that you were planning to make. Also, you don't need to say that much BS. Like, I don't know. Things would be so much easier for people in general if they just knew not to say stuff sometimes. That is the tragedy of Godus. Look at these dorks. Oh, this game's so good. And they didn't fucking finish it.